Title: At family dinner, my phone buzzed. Don't react. Go to the bathroom. I froze, fork in midair. Across the table, my 10-year-old daughter nodded she got the same text. Start. The fork hovered midair. My phone vibrated, a subtle tremor against my palm. A message lit the screen. Don't react. Go to the bathroom. My stomach dropped. Across the table, my daughter, 10 years old, her eyes sharp and serious, nodded. She had the same text. Silence swallowed the chatter, the clatter of cutlery, the laughter that had once made this house feel safe. 2 minutes later, we slid open the bathroom door. My wife's sister stood there, pale, eyes wide. Take your money and documents. Leave, now. Your wife is... Then a deafening bang shook the house, reverberating in my chest. I froze. The betrayal, always whispered beneath the surface, had finally screamed. I remember the first time I met her, my wife, how I had been enamored by her laughter, her subtle jokes that made my dull workdays bright. Our lives intertwined with shared dreams, late-night conversations, the building of a family I thought was unbreakable. My daughter had been my anchor, my joy. And yet, somewhere between the anniversaries and bedtime stories, cracks had formed. Tiny lies at first, sudden trips, missing receipts, excuses that didn't add up. I dismissed them, trusted her, I loved her. That trust became my weapon against suspicion, until the clues started lining up like bullets in a chamber. It began with the subtle things, a bank statement I wasn't meant to see, a receipt for a hotel on a night she claimed to be at work. I noticed her phone locked, always, even when we were together. She smiled too perfectly when confronted, and I learned to hear the hesitation behind it. My gut screamed betrayal, but my mind whispered patience. I couldn't afford chaos, not yet. I watched, I waited. For months I played the obedient husband, the loving father. Every move she made I cataloged. Conversations, bank transfers, patterns of deception, I absorbed them all. I bought hidden cameras, set up backups of messages, kept a digital trail she could never erase. Every act of betrayal became evidence, every slip a brick in the fortress of my revenge. When the house was empty, I reviewed it all, late into the nights. She was thorough, careful, but I was more patient. I studied her weakness, control. She needed to be the one pulling the strings, making decisions, owning the narrative. I decided she would never see it coming, that the revelation would be inescapable, undeniable. The plan took shape over weeks. I redirected funds to accounts she didn't know existed. I contacted lawyers with anonymized tips. I photographed documents, saved messages, prepared an exit strategy for my daughter and me. Every move was silent, invisible, but precise. I became the shadow she never suspected, the calm beneath her storm. And then came the dinner, a facade of normalcy, laughter, stories, clinking glasses, a family scene. But the message came, the signal that the time had arrived. I didn't flinch. My daughter didn't flinch. Together, we were quiet, patient predators. The bathroom door swung open, revealing the sister, trembling but determined. Take it, leave. She's... The bang cut the sentence short. I didn't panic. I had rehearsed every contingency. Heart pounding, I grabbed the bag of essentials, my daughter's hand in mine. Outside, the night air was sharp, bracing. Fear was temporary. Clarity was eternal. In the following days, her empire of lies unraveled. Emails leaked, funds redirected, accounts frozen. Friends she trusted began to question the inconsistencies she couldn't explain. I let her crumble quietly. No shouting, no spectacle, just the slow, methodical revelation of her deceit. When we finally faced her, it was in court. She tried to spin it, to twist the narrative, but I had anticipated every word, every angle. Her veneer of control cracked. She looked at me, eyes wide, breath shallow. The betrayal that once empowered her now chained her in public scrutiny. The gavel fell like a drumbeat to a funeral march, and I stood unshaken. I watched her attempt to manipulate, to plead, to charm, but the truth had been meticulously documented, untouchable. Every lie, every manipulation laid bare.
The room held its breath, waiting for her collapse, and collapse she did. Alone, humiliated, powerless. I walked out with my daughter. She squeezed my hand, her grip steady, fearless. I let her see my calm, the quiet victory we shared, not gloating, not celebrating, just acknowledging that the world, for once, was right. Justice, slow but certain, had arrived. At home, I sat in the living room, the house eerily quiet without her presence. Memories of laughter turned hollow, but the hollow space was mine now. My daughter played nearby, oblivious to the battle she had already survived in miniature. I allowed myself a small smile, the satisfaction of survival, the quiet strength of truth laid bare. I learned something in the ruins she left behind. Betrayal doesn't have to be loud to hurt, and revenge doesn't need to be messy to be effective. Sometimes the calmest hand delivers the sharpest strike. I have no regrets. I am not angry. I am precise. I am the eye in the storm she thought she controlled. And now we are free.